see you.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Like your bomber
So,
jacket.
I gotta tell you, the mayor doesn't like my haircut, so maybe you better change yours too. Yeah.
Wow, you guys.
Make sure your mic's on, please.
Yeah. Everybody got so quiet. It's okay. You can talk. Oh, I was just making sure the mic's on. I mean, I have a loud enough voice you can hear me without it, but. All right, we ready? We'll wait till the exact minute.
7 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock.
I got 6:59.
6:59. We'll wait one more minute.
That's a 7 o'clock.
That's the 7 o'clock bell? Almost. All right. Good evening, everybody. It is now 7 o'clock. We're going to call this meeting to order for the regular session, January 18th, 2022. Madam Clerk, we have roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Here.
Vice Mayor Suey,
Here.
Commissioner Romanek,
Here.
Commissioner McQuaid, and Mayor Orndorff.
Here. I'd like to invite Pastor Steve Harris of National Association of Christian Ministries to deliver the invocation, and followed by the salute of the flag. Everybody.
Thank you, Mayor. Please join me in prayer. Father God, we thank you for this evening. We thank you, Lord, for life. We thank you, Lord, for youth that are here tonight, Lord. We are thankful that we have another opportunity to make a difference in this city. We have another opportunity to come together to do things, Lord, that you have your hand on. God, I pray that as the commissioners go about their business tonight, it's your business they're looking at, Lord. And I pray, Father, that tonight people are looking at helping one another, that hope will go through this city like never before, and that new ideas will be shared, new vision will be looked at, tough decisions will be made in this chamber. But all in all, everyone will be looking to say, we need to move forward. So in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is being conducted in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act of 1975, was advertised, posted, and made available to the public as required by statute. The municipal clerk, is directed to include a statement in the minutes of this meeting. Madam Clerk, is there any changes to the agenda?
We actually had several. We had the addition of ordinance item number 5 on first reading to add a new title with compensation to the salary ordinance. Item 2 is an ordinance, which was item 6 on the agenda, amending Chapter 77 of the UEZ Code to add a new section establishing a nonprofit zone development. Number 3 is a resolution item number 6, awarding a professional service contract to Jeanette Pace as a paralegal for litigation support through the non-fair and open process in an amount not to exceed $5,000. The fourth change was the addition of resolution item 7, approving a letter of intent with Vantage Real Estate Services on behalf of client Israel Pollack for the sale of 151 plus or minus acre trace of tract located in the James R. Hurley Industrial Park, known as Lot 1 in Block 136 for $4,500,000. Number 5 is a resolution, item number 8, rescinding resolution number 311-2021 and approving a revised purchase and sale agreement for the use of a 9.19 acre parcel to Livonia America Corporation. And also new business item number 3 was added, authorizing social affair permits for 2 comedy shows at the Elks Lodge on February 11th and April 9th. And that's it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
So on to presentations. I would like to thank our EMS chief, Chief Feltus, and Fire Captain Christine Tonetta for being here tonight to help recognize John Wolop for his good works within our community. So Chief, if you would come to the podium and just say a few words, if you could, please.
Thank you. John, it seems like we did this just a short time ago, right? A couple days ago. We always want to commend someone who steps up and gets the ball rolling and does some important things for people while they're waiting for the arrival of EMS. That always makes a huge difference in the outcome that we find when EMS gets on the scene and continues to care for the patient. You think about in situations like where cardiac arrest, where CPR is being done, or severe bleeding where someone uses pressure or tourniquet to stop bleeding, our outcomes are always better. And we want to commend you for stepping up, being that good Samaritan, and getting the ball rolling and keeping things moving and making sure the person was cared for prior to EMS arrival, and then giving our EMS group a good report on their arrival. So we certainly thank you for that. And there's something in all of us that makes us do what we do, because some people think we're crazy. But maybe something like that's in you too, and it might, I don't know what you're thinking about doing in life, might instill something where you might think about wanting to be part of a healthcare group. So again, we congratulate you and we thank you for that, and maybe it can be encouragement to other people to do the same thing, because you really didn't have to do that, but you did. That's really important for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. John, I just want to thank you again for, being a good Samaritan in our community. I hope that your actions in our community and others can see that and, step up to also do good deeds as well. And so we want to recognize you with a certificate of a Good Samaritan for stepping up and helping at the Wawa here in Millville. So thank you. Congratulations and thank you so much for your service. All right. You have the motion to pay the bills?
Move to pay the bills.
Second the motion.
Oh, roll call. Oh, sorry.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
and Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you. And we have a motion, or the minutes.
Move to approve and dispense with the reading of minutes of December 7th regular session, December 21st regular session, December 30th end of year meeting, and January 6th reorganization meeting.
Second motion.
I have a motion to a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Okay. We have, at this, excuse me, at this time, we'll ask the public if they would like to make a comment on agenda items only to come to the podium. Please state your name and address and your concerns, and please limit your comments to 5 minutes only. Again, this is for agenda items only. Okay, seeing no one, I close the public comment on agenda items only for this meeting. Madam Clerk, any old business?
No, Mayor.
Decision items?
There's no discussion items.
Or discussion, excuse me. And off to petitions and letters and,
Okay, I just need a motion to receive and file verification letter from Target Millville Urban Renewal LLC to show compliance of Section 5.2.3 of the financial agreement and certifying that Target Millville Urban Renewal LLC owns 100% of the Target store here in Millville, New Jersey.
Move to receive and file.
Second motion.
we have a motion and a second on petition number 1. Any comments? Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Okay, reports to the commissioners. Commissioner Romanek?
Yes, thank you, Madam Mayor. I would like to report on the following events that are all listed on the Millville's Recreation and Volunteer Committee's Facebook page, so please check that out for all what I'm about to say. There is a winter photo contest open to everyone. The photo must be of a person or place or object in Millville up to 4x6, up to 8x12, black and white or in color, no digital enhancement, please. In person or framed on the black frame, provided name of photographer, address, phone number, and location of the phone. And you can also email that to samantha.cruz@millvillenj.gov. All this information will be covered on the Millville Recreational and Volunteer Committee Facebook page as well. We do have craft nights coming back. Craft nights are coming up on January 26th, February 23rd, and March 23rd. These sessions are free and to start at 5 p.m. and they are held at our Millville Senior Center located at 1500 South 2nd Street. You will be creating a St. Patty's Day / Valentine's Day welcome sign. Please sign up at the Millville Recreational Department. Millville's first public event will be the Snowflake Plunge. It'll be held on Saturday, February 19th at noon, where you will see myself and Madam Mayor take the plunge into hopefully a nice warm February 19th day. It is benefiting the New Jersey Make-A-Wish Foundation, and we ask that anyone to come at least make a $10 donation. There's a Parade of Champions. The Millville City will celebrate the Parade of Champions on Saturday, February 26th. It'll start on High and Broad Streets, and it'll end at Buck Park, where we'll announce each organization and their accomplishments. It begins at 2 p.m. Then there is also a Valentine's Day scavenger hunt. This will take place starting February 7th and go through February 21st. We have 12 picture clues, which were taken at local businesses. Once you figure out the location, stop in to receive your sticker and to buy a thing or two. Once you have completed all 12 clues, drop off your form at the Millville Recreational Department, located at 416 South 15th Street, or the RRCA, where it is located at 22 North High Street. Once again, all these are located on the Facebook page. I'd like to report of the Parks and Public Property Department that Vice Mayor Suri broke the mayor's doorknob and it was successfully replaced.
That was the first day. That was Monday morning.
Down tree was moved at Buck Park. A leak was discovered at the RRCA, or the Riverfront's Renaissance Center for the Arts. A pipe was repaired and looked at by the city engineer. The city's Christmas lights and holiday decorations have begun to come down and should be completed by the end of the week. That is all, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes. I would like to receive and file the fire department report and combined with the EMS report for December 2021. A quick breakdown. EMS responded last month to 3,432 emergency calls. That was with EMS Unit 3026. EMS Unit 27 responded to 3,126 emergency calls. EMS Unit 28 responded to 181 calls. EMS Unit 29 responded to 10 calls, and Rescue 30, our power rig, responded to 92. It's a grand total for the month of December of 6,841 calls. Copies of these reports are available over at the desk where you picked up your resolutions if you would like to pick them up and take a look. Police report. Fire department report, excuse me. Fire department responded to numerous calls: fire, grass fire, mulch fire, vehicle use, extraction of vehicles, persons from vehicles. Water rescues, we had one water rescue even though it's the middle of the winter. Total calls for the fire department for December was 1,465 calls. Again, there's a copy of this over there on your way out the door. I would like to report that Chief Feltus, EMS chief, as of today, is now certified by the Civil Service Department as EMT chief for the city of Millville. And also, March 5th, mark it on your calendars if you're a pet owner. There will be a free rabies clinic at the fire department from 12 till 3. That's Saturday, March 5th, from 12 to 3 at the fire department. While I'm speaking, I'd like to send my condolences to Commissioner McQuaid. As you can see, he's not here this evening. He lost his father the day after he was sworn in as commissioner. And also, just a few days ago, he also lost his mother. Last night, they had a double viewing for both of them, and they were buried today. So keep Bob in your thoughts. He can use them. That's all.
So we had a motion to receive and file. I just need a second on that to receive and file.
Second motion.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to receive and file the Millville Fire Department totals for 2021. Comments? Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
And Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Vice Mayor?
Yes, first, I'm going to report on Mr. McQuaid's departments. That's all right.
Yes,
Stuff
that's
was forwarded to me. So for streets and roads for the month of December, because we don't have January totals yet, obviously, 61 tires collected, 37 violations issued, 5,880 bags of loose leaves collected, 360 pieces of electronic waste received, 512 tons of loose leaves collected, and 161 street sweeping tickets written. Currently on the west side of town for the rest of the loose leaf collection, and we'll make another pass through the city once this one is complete. If you have any concerns, questions, contact Streets and Roads, 825-7000, extension 7388. Additionally, we met with the Atlantic County's Utility Authority. We are negotiating a solution to the problem when trash can't be picked up on time due to staffing shortages, storms, et cetera. More details with that as follows. That process goes on. As for my department, I'd like to make a motion to receive and file the tax collector's report for the month of December 2021.
Second motion.
A motion and a second to receive and file tax collector's report. We have any comments? Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
From the Public Affairs Office, I would like to welcome on board Executive Assistant Bill Davis. Bill was a past commissioner and brings lots of experience to this department, and I'm looking forward to working with him. I would like to give a recognition to Christine Callwater. Christine is the city's zoning and planning secretary, and I would just like to thank her for stepping up over the last week and almost a half now with doing a lot that she normally isn't asked to do, so I appreciate all her help. This is a learning process for myself, and she's been very helpful, so I just wanted to give her a little shout out and thank you. So a couple other things from our department. We do have listed a full-time position for supervising planner. That is listed on the website if anybody is or knows anybody that's interested, to welcome them to apply for that position. We are looking for volunteers for our CBDG Advisory Committee, which is our Community Development Block Grant. We're looking for 3 to 5 people to commit 1 to 2 meetings, about 1 to 2 hours of their time for this committee. And so if anybody's interested, please reach out to myself and or Christine, who's been helping out with this. Also, our zoning board is also has 2 alternate seats open, and we were looking for volunteers for this as well. And just another little shout out, when we had our snowstorm, I believe it was Monday, but the Monday that we were supposed to be sworn in but got postponed. So whenever that first snowstorm, I was on Facebook and I saw a friend of mine was not happy with the way that their snow was removed on their street. But because people pay attention to social media, I would like to shout out Eddie Smith in our Streets and Roads. He saw this and was super on top of getting over there and cleaning the road up. I would say within 10 minutes, I saw a new picture of the road completely cleared with no snow. So I just want to thank Eddie for paying attention to that and his sense of urgency and really making sure that our citizens are taken care of and their streets were cleaned. Excuse me. And I think that's it from my department as well. So we'll go on to ordinances of the second reading.
Okay, so we have an ordinance authorizing amendments to motor vehicle and traffic regulations, Municipal Code, Article 10, Schedule 21, to add parking reserved for handicapped persons at 702 North 5th Street.
Make the motion.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second on ordinance reading of first ordinance. Excuse me. Ordinance number 1. Excuse me. Any comments? Roll call.
That has to go to public hearing.
Public hearing.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Open for public hearing.
Yeah, open.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do apologize. So if there's anybody who would like to make a comment
Yeah,
on that,
On the
they're-
ordinance.
Gotcha. All right. So seeing nobody, I can move to roll call. Correct.
Close the
Yes.
public hearing and the roll call.
Close the public hearing on ordinance second reading for item number 1. Roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
and Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 2 on second reading is an ordinance authorizing amendment to motor vehicle and traffic regulations municipal code, Article 10, Schedule 21, to add parking reserved for handicapped persons at 231 South 3rd Street.
Move the resolution. Move the ordinance.
Second the motion. Public hearing, yeah.
Do I? There's a public hearing. Does anybody have a comment on ordinance number 2? All right. Seeing nobody, I close the public hearing and roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
and Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
The ordinance is on the first reading.
Okay. So this is an ordinance approving and authorizing an application to the Cumberland County Roadway Department for the South Jersey Riot Softball to hold a coin drop on April 2nd, 2022 and April 3rd, 2022 at the intersections of Bucks Judum Road and Cedarville Road.
I move the motion.
Second motion.
I have a motion and second on ordinance number 1. Any comments? Roll call.
All right, sure. The second hearing on this will be on February 1st.
February 1st.
The public hearing. Okay, so Commissioner Hewitt,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui.
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
and Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 2 is an ordinance approving and authorizing an application to the Cumberland County Roadway Department for the Millville Girls Softball League to hold a coin drop on March 19th and 20th at the intersections of Bucks Judum and Cedarville Roads.
I move the motion.
Second it.
We have a motion and a second on ordinance number 2, which will be heard at February 1st, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 3 is a bond ordinance authorizing various capital improvements and acquisitions appropriating $398,000 to pay the cost thereof, authorizing the issuance of $378,100 of bonds to finance the appropriation and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in the anticipation of the issuance of bonds.
Move the ordinance on first reading with second and final reading on February 1st.
Second motion.
We have first and second motion on ordinance number 3. Any comments?
Yes, this is kind of left over from the last commission for equipment that was authorized, and for various reasons, the ordinance kept getting delayed, so now we're getting it dispensed with.
Anybody else? Roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui,
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek,
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Second item is a bond ordinance appropriating $8,500,000 and authorizing the issuance of up to $8,500,000 aggregate principal amount general obligation bonds or notes of the City of Millville, County of Cumberland, New Jersey, for the solids dewatering upgrades project at the city's wastewater treatment plant.
Move the ordinance on first reading with second reading on February 1st.
Second motion.
We have first and second motion on ordinance number 4. Any comments?
Yes, this is to, when it says dewatering, it's taking the water out of the solids. So we're going to switch to a rotary press, which should be more efficient at doing that, and it will save us money in getting rid of the sludge because of the decreased weight.
Thank you. Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Number 5 is an ordinance amending the salary ordinance to add the following new administration title with maximum compensation: municipal attorney with a maximum of $162,500, and also director of economic and industrial development with a minimum of $70,000 and a maximum of $104,040.
Move the motion.
Second the motion.
We have a motion and a second on ordinance number 5. Any comments?
Yes. This is to bring Mr. Russell in, the attorney part, as a full-time employee. He won't be requiring any health benefits. I believe in the long run, this will save the city money. It certainly will increase efficiency, as we will be, not his client, because he will be an employee, but you get the point, full-time, and we will have him full-time at our disposal. We also experience some savings as the additional litigation that he does is charged extra to us, and now that will be absorbed into the salary. So I think it's a great thing. Vineland has a legal team in-house. Richardson has an in-house attorney as well. So,
I agree.
Okay. And the second reading will be on
on
February
February 1st.
Okay. Any other comments? Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 6 is an ordinance amending the City of Millville Code, Chapter 77, Urban Enterprise Zone, to add new Article 3 for the purpose of establishing a nonprofit zone development corporation to be known as the Millville UEZ Zone Development Corporation, as permitted by NJSA 52:27H-67.
I move the motion.
Second motion.
I have first a motion and a second on ordinance number 6. Any comments?
Yeah, of course. All right, so this, as you may or may not know, we have the UEZ zone coming back. So we set this ordinance up so that we can have our board to oversee the administration of the UEZ funds. That's basically the reason for this ordinance. I don't know, anything you want to add to that, Brock?
Well, the city had previously had a municipal development corporation, which the act really suggests that you should have as a municipality. But then when the UEZ was sort of defunct, the city abolished that municipal, or separated from that municipal development corporation. So this would restore a new municipal development corporation to administer the UEZ funds.
Thank you. Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
And Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Consent agenda, agenda items. Oh my
So,
goodness,
sure.
can't talk today.
All matters listed under the consent agenda are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the Board of Commissioners and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a governing body member so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. Item 1 is a resolution authorizing adjustments in the tax utility records. Item 2 is a resolution authorizing special assessment of municipal liens for certain properties due to expenses incurred by the City of Millville relating to board and secure, plus administrative fees, in accordance with Chapter 11, Article 6 of the Municipal Code. Item 3 is a resolution approving a discharge of mortgage executed by Myron Tepps Power Equipment for property located at 1007 North High Street, Block 281, Lot 8. Just need a motion to approve all items.
Make motion.
Second the motion.
We have a motion and a second to approve consent agenda items only. Any comments? Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
On to resolutions.
Okay, item 1 is a resolution authorizing the purchase of IT management services from She International, Somerset, New Jersey, in the amount of $79,217.40 for the period of January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2022.
Move the resolution on certification of funds in the amount of $79,217.40, signed by Marcella Shepherd, Chief Financial Officer.
Second motion.
I have a motion and second on resolution number 1. Any comments? Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 2 is a resolution authorizing the city to include $6,900 in its calendar year 2022 budget as an award to the Office of Aging and Disabled to be used to help fund the Meals on Wheels program, which will be offered to senior citizens of the city of Millville from January 1st, 2022 to December 31st, 2022.
Make motion. With that, I have certification of funds in the amount of $6,900 by Chief Financial Officer Marcella Shepard.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second on resolution number 2. Any comments? Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 3 is a resolution appointing Lori Myers as qualified purchasing agent for the city of Millville and authorizing her to exercise the duties of same.
Move the resolution.
Second motion.
Okay, so it's Ben.
Ben, okay. We have a motion and a second on resolution number 3. Any comments?
Yes, just want to congratulate Ms. Myers on the promotion that was created by a vacancy due to a retirement.
Congratulations. Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 4 is a resolution authorizing Second Amendment to the professional service agreement with Marmero Law LLC, Special Counsel for Tax Appeals, awarding an additional $8,000 for a total of $33,000.
Move the resolution, and I have certification of funds in the amount of $8,000.
Okay, so there's no second on the motion?
Want a second?
Second.
Okay.
We have a motion and a second on resolution number 4. Any comments?
Yes. The reason I moved this resolution is so that we could comment on it. This nonsense is done. We're not putting up with this stuff anymore. You know, they're supposed to ask before they bill us additional money. They don't do it. And obviously our contracts with Marmelo Law are finished. So I'll be making one other motion after anybody else comments that wants to.
I have a comment, please. This amendment to this contract, originally granted January 2021, was for $15,000. The same amount that we have contracted the Testa Law Firm for this year. November of 2021, Marmero Law Firm requested an additional $10,000, which was granted, bringing that amount to $25,000. Here we are today, looking with this amendment, it will bring the total of the contract paid on a $15,000 contract to $33,000. That's more than double the original contract. This is a perfect example of bid low, bill high, and be paid. That's going to stop. In my mind, I cannot agree, even though I second this motion, much less to a vote to approve this resolution.
No comments.
I'm going to agree with Commissioner Hewitt and Vice Mayor Sui. This will stop. The contract states there's a process to be followed. They are supposed to contact the city and ask and let us know that there needs to be an amended amount to the contract before they bill us and expect us to pay that bill. So we like that process to be followed. A $15,000 contract to go to $33,000 and to just expect to be paid is unacceptable. I will be voting no on this.
Well, I'm not going to make a motion to table indefinitely.
Second the motion.
Okay, so we had a motion and a second. I thought we have to do a roll call from the first one.
Second one.
So, and then do the motion, or no?
Well,
I think they have to vote it.
There shouldn't be.
Okay.
Motion to table.
Okay.
So I think that takes precedence.
Okay,
A motion to table takes precedence. It goes right to roll call.
And if the motion to table doesn't carry, then you would
Okay.
go back to the
Okay, sorry.
original resolution. So
Okay.
you need to take a roll call on the motion to table. That's what's.
who seconded the to
I did.
table? Thank you. Okay. Okay, roll call, ready for me?
Yep, roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes, to table.
To table. Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes, the table.
Okay. Motion carries. Thank you. Item 5 is a resolution authorizing the City of Millville to appoint Raymond Campari to serve as Fund Commissioner and Pamela Shapiro to serve as alternate Fund Commissioner to the Atlantic County Municipal Joint Insurance Fund.
Move the resolution.
Second the motion.
We have a motion and a second on resolution number 5. Any comments?
Yes, this is not a paid position, so to speak. It comes with your other duties to, interact with the JIF.
Thank you. Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 6 is a resolution awarding a professional services contract to Jeanette A. Pace as a paralegal assisting the city with litigation support regarding certain pending lawsuits in which it is involved in an amount not to exceed $5,000 with the term commencing on February 1st, 2022 and terminating on December 31st, 2022.
Move the resolution.
Certification.
And I have certification of funds in the amount of $5,000.
Second the motion.
I have a motion and a second on resolution number 6. Any comments? Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 7 is a resolution approving letter of intent with Vantage Real Estate Services on behalf of its client, Israel Pollack, under which Mr. Pollack is offering to buy 151 plus or minus acre tract of city-owned land located in the James R. Hurley Industrial Park, and also known as Block 136, Lot 1, for a consideration of $4,500,000.
I move the motion.
Second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. Comments?
Yes. This is an example of why economic development needs to be in-house.
Agreed.
We received an email chain about this, and we weren't notified of it until we received the email chain. And once we saw the email chain, we set up the meeting, talked to the people. There were concerns about who would maintain control over the development. We will be the redeveloper, the city, when I say we. So we will still maintain control over what gets put there, which is an important part of that.
Absolutely. So this was an email chain that had been going on with the previous commission, and I would say I think we're pretty lucky that the investor kept and was diligent and kept emailing because he's very interested in this property. Didn't choose to walk away from the 151 acres that he's interested in. We definitely could have missed a great opportunity to bring more economic development into the city, bring more jobs in. And so again, we definitely need to keep economic development in-house. Definitely important for the future of Millville. So I'm looking forward to working with the developer and seeing where this project goes. Any comments or anything else? Okay. Roll call?
If I
Commissioner.
could, just 1 minute.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
As Commissioner Sui and Mayor Orndorff stated, city will still retain control of what goes out there. Basically, this is going to be a redevelopment area. This is out at the Airport Industrial Park. It's big. This is big. And again, it was something that was dropped. It was not passed on, was not even discussed. And there's more to come. Believe me, there's more to come that was not addressed before. This is a win. With that, that's all, Mayor.
Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Okay, item 8 is a resolution rescinding resolution number 311-2021 and approving revised purchase and sale agreement for the use of a 9.19 acre parcel, part of Lot 1 in Block 136 to Livoni America Corporation.
Move the resolution.
Second the motion.
We have a motion and a second on resolution number 8. Any comments?
Yes, this is due to more details. I don't know if you want to elaborate.
Yeah,
a little
this,
bit.
the previous commission actually approved this purchase and sale agreement, I believe in December, and the contract did not have the exhibits attached at that time when we approved it because they weren't ready. In fact, one was finalized today. And the developer's attorney wanted us, as a commission, to approve the contract with all the exhibits attached, like the access agreement and some of the other things. So in essence, that's what we're doing. We're rescinding the prior resolution and then approving the contract with the exhibits attached.
Thank you. Roll call?
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you. New business?
Okay. I just need a motion to authorize the following special event on public lands application, Parade of Champions, sponsored by the City of Millville, to be held on February 26, 2022. Kickoff will be at 2 p.m. at High and Broad Street.
I make a motion.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second on new business item number 1. Any comments?
Yes. I just would like to see a strong Millville outpouring of our citizens to this parade. Is very proud to be a Millville citizen at this parade, recognizing all of our champions, especially the Millville football team. 3 of us are Millville High School grads throughout the years. And it'd be a truly wonderful sight to see everybody line the streets at 2 o'clock, starting on February 26th.
I'm super excited about this parade. As being a marching band alumni and winning their championship, hoorah to them, because I know what it felt like to win like first place at a competition, but to win a championship, that's amazing. And I'm just really excited to be able to celebrate all of the champions in the city and really recognize the youth. They work really, really hard all year in their academics, and they work really hard to be the best that they can be in their extracurricular activities as well. So this is just a way to support them and show them that, you rock. Like, keep doing what you do, and we're going to support you. But I got to give a little bit of shout out to yeah, I'm going to do it. He's not going to want me to. But Commissioner Sui came up with the name of Parade of Champions. So and I just was so fitting, so we had to go with it. So I'm looking forward
You're
to
gonna
seeing
ruin my
everybody.
image, you know that,
I'm
right?
sorry, but you did, and I'm going to. It is. It was perfect.
Thank you, Vice Mayor Sui.
Okay.
So we look forward to seeing everybody at the parade. And roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. I also need a motion to authorize the city clerk to advertise to receive bids for landscape maintenance services, lawn grass treatment services, lawn grass mowing services project by 10 a.m. on Tuesday, February 8th, 2022, here at City Hall.
I move the motion.
Second motion.
All right, who was that? Was you, clerk?
Sui.
Yeah.
Whoops.
We have a motion, a motion and a second on business item number 2. Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. And I also need a motion to authorize the following social affair permits: comedy show at the Elks Lodge on February 11th from 7 to 11 p.m. and also another comedy show at the Elks Lodge on April 9th from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
I make a motion.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second on business item number 3. Any comments? It sounds like a good time.
Mary
I
Pat.
think I'm going to have to get some tickets to go to a comedy show.
It's Mary Pat again. Mary Pat, he was a hit, apparently. Mary Pat. I don't know, you have to look them up.
Or I have to look it up.
Yep.
If anybody wants to go, Roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Romanek?
Yes.
Mayor Orndorff?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
You guys could laugh it up. It's all right to laugh. We've reached the public comment portion of this meeting. Anyone would like to address the commission, please go to the podium, state your name, address, and your concerns. Please limit your comments to approximately 5 minutes, please.
It's not fight, kids.
Just want to be gentlemanly. Pastor Steve Harris, 404 Crescent. Before I go into my reading here, Mayor, I'd like to throw my name in the hat as far as that grant thing you were talking about, the
CDBG.
Yeah, I was going to say CBGB, but that was a bar from my former
I've been
life.
fumbling those letters all week.
Yes.
So I think I finally got it down.
So we can talk afterwards. I know Commissioner Sui, we've talked about this in your former term years ago. So some of the stuff you're going to hear, I'm sure you've heard it before. But a couple things I just want to. I mean, obviously you guys are just starting. So there's a lot that you're looking at, a lot that you're dealing with. So it's unfair to get up here and just start. What about this and what about that, right? But a couple things that my mind is just going at, which a lot, is obviously we have to fix current issues. And I think it's important that when those updates happen, when those wins happen, that they're communicated in a broader way than here. Because a lot of people, we just saw tonight, and it's not to pick on any group because a lot of people do it. Once some kind of ceremony happens and this place is full, once the ceremony is done, everybody leaves. And then what happens is there's information that goes on here that sometimes doesn't get out there. And so people are like, well, what's going on? What's happening, right? So I feel that whether it's social media, whether it's, other means that we have, I think just an opportunity for the commission, we need to have a bullhorn to get the word out that this is what's happening. This is a problem, we fix this. And little by little, as that happens, it'll start to change the narrative. Okay? So that's one thing. The other thing is efficiency. How are we becoming more efficient? How are we becoming using more technology? And as I've shared with a few of you behind the scenes, I got my bill for our dog to renew his dog license, and it was $7, and I can't pay it online. Now, think about that for a second. I either have to make a trip up here or I have to mail a check, which I haven't done in years. Now, it's not a complaint, okay? What I'm saying is that think about little things like that add up to bigger things. So if we tackle little things here and there to say, okay, let's tighten it up, let's start to come up the curve. And when I look at this room, and I've said this 7 years ago, I'm looking at seats, yellow mustard seats from the 1970s, and it may seem trivial, but this is what it looks like. This is what we're representing. We're stuck in the past. It may sound stupid, but to a marketing mind like mine, we need to rip this apart and say we're starting something new. We need to rip this paneling apart and say we're doing a new thing. We need to do more on the technological aspect of how we're going to broadcast the message. Our YouTube channel needs better attention. I could go on and on. So that's another thing. All right. Vision, new ideas, I've talked about that forever. Not only do you have to fix the current issues, but then where are we going to take this thing 10, 15 years from now? 20 years from now? That's a whole nother discussion, but I'm just throwing them out there. Marketing and a new look. When I look at the other day when I was driving down 55 and I saw the big water tower that said the Holly City, what does that mean to somebody who's not from here? Think about it. Now, the locals, it's like, okay, we got holly trees and so forth. I did a little digging about that and how that whole thing came up. But what does it do for a business person who's thinking about investing here? Does that have any kind of relevance at all? I didn't even know this, and I was born here. When you hear Thunderbolt, Millville Thunderbolts, I was thinking it was storms and stuff. Well, actually, it was the P-47 that flew out of the airport. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I wonder if we took a poll of Millville, how many people really knew that? What is the significance of it? What is it going to do to help build some kind of image around it? I mean, if I drew a little swooshy that was the Nike logo, you'd know it's Nike, right? Now, this may sound petty, but if you're looking at a city through a business eyes, and you're talking about attraction and talking about changing the narrative here, it sounds silly, but it starts with little things, and you build on those wins. You'll start to hear different things that'll start happening where people will say, you know what? There's something going on in that little town of Millville. I used to hear about crime all the time. I used to hear about, all the bad things. Now all of a sudden I'm hearing about this, this, and this. It's all about the narrative. And if you turn on the news, You'll hear narratives on all kinds of different sides, and they'll push that narrative, whatever it is. So the last thing is create a buzz. There are plenty of good things that are happening here, but not only in the city, but outside the city. And if we're going to, even for people who are locals here that are putting stuff on social media saying, you don't want to come here, we got too much crime down High Street. Well, what do you think is going to happen when the Levoy says we're doing a show? Don't go down there, right? We got to change that. And Commissioner Sui, you've heard me say this for 7, 8 years, but I'm not going to back off it. And you guys are either going to love me or hate me, but I'm here to help. These are things in my heart that's been going on for a long time that need to change. And we can do it together. And I'm here to help. I'm not just going to sit up here and just give all this and say, figure it out. I'm available. My wife is available. We're here to help. So whatever we can do, we want to work with you, okay? But the bottom line is the passion for this city, because Jersey itself is a mess. And people are leaving here in droves. And I want to see people want to come here, not leave here. And who is leaving and who is coming? Demographics are changing. What are businesses going to do when they come here? And I'll just end it with this. And this is I'm going to lay this at the Chamber of Commerce too, because I was a part of that. Whenever we have a new business, I don't care if it's a small one or a large one, we should be piping that through the streets. It should be like massively known. Not just, no offense, Joe, but the Daily Journal, that should be one part of it. But it should be known all through it. Hey, we got a new business here today. I hear about Oatly about that much. That's a big deal. Is anybody promoting it here? Is anybody taking pictures with a cup in their hand or anything? Are any of the local places trying to? I have no idea. Oatly, it's a huge deal. Nobody knows about it. But we know about Jim's Lunch. You see what I mean? It's a branding thing. And then you got the Garden State people who do the signs. Nobody even acknowledged that. They're huge. So forgive me for being a little overpassionate tonight. But the bottom line is, I believe this commission can get it done. I believe it's a tall order, but it catches with a vision. And then as it gets contagious, more and more people are going to say, we need to get involved in that. And it won't fall on your head. It'll be all of us taking the ball and saying, let's do this. And you want to build a buzz where people want to come. They want to be here, not avoid that. We don't want to do business here. No. You want people lined up around the corner saying, what do we need to do business in Millville? And how easy is it going to be to do it? So I'm probably over my time, but.
Yeah, by 32 seconds. Don't worry.
It's the passer, Mayor.
I turned it on.
Kidding. Thank you.
Hi, first of all, Cindy Cook
Hi,
from
Cindy.
Millville. First, I would like to congratulate all you on your recent wins. I apologize I haven't been here before, but it seems like every Tuesday night I've had to work. Those that don't know me, I'm Cindy. I represent the city of Millville on the Homeless Trust Fund, the County Homeless Trust Fund. It's been my job to go ahead and go to the meetings, and we discuss the issues, where funding is going to go, where our money goes to help the homeless people. I'm looking forward to working with all of y'all and to keeping you apprised of situations going on. That said, the night of January 26th through February 1st is when we do our point-in-time survey. Point-in-time survey is a national head count of all the homeless people. Usually it's only done one day, but because of COVID, it extends for 7 days. What happens is that different people and teams go into the streets, they go into the woods, they go to the soup kitchens, they go to Code Blues, and we ask all the homeless people in our area, in all over the nation, I should say, where did you spend the night on a specific night? And with that, it gives us, then we do have other questions we ask. They don't have to answer if they don't want to. But this gives us an idea of where we need to point money at, where we need to go ahead and direct our resources and everything, and what we can do. I was astounded to find out last year that such a high percentage, and I'm talking in the 90% of the people, I reported it here at one of the meetings, that our homeless people admit to a mental illness of some type. This is not just, everybody seems to think it's drug related. A lot of them do have drug or alcohol issues, but that goes directly back to their mental illness. Most people, I have a schizophrenic child. I know how schizophrenia works. Most people will look at a guy in his 20s and say, well, he was fine in high school. He must be doing drugs. No, mental illness like schizophrenia does not hit a guy until generally after the age of 18. Girls, it generally hits around the age of 16. By the time they're 18, their parents can no longer force them into treatment. That's what's going on. And a lot of them then do start to self-medicate as they lose connections with their families. So this is important to know. It's important for our community to know. Jeannie has my number. A lot of them have my number. If a homeless person presents themselves at City Hall, generally Jeannie or somebody will reach out to me and I'll come over and I'll talk to them and give them the resources. I started a shower program where the police officers from all over Cumberland County contact me, and I can take them in and we can get them a shower and get them cleaned up. It has to be by appointment only because of different issues. It's called Clean Starts. But I look forward to working with all of y'all on any of the issues dealing with the homeless. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy.
Mary Messick here of Millville. I too would like to congratulate each and every one of you for being elected. You guys have got a very tough job. And yes, Pastor Steve has been a part of Code Blue and a few other different things throughout our community. And he's right. There are a lot of things that people don't know that go on here. And yes, Millville has a large amount of interesting facts, different things. We have a lot, and I've said it multiple times, just like Pastor Steve has stood here and has said, vision, 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 direction, 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 more times than we've got fingers, toes, and body parts. I've said the same thing. We've got resources, easy ways of businesses to get their merchandise in and out with. We need to start pushing that, showing that, representing that, letting people know where we are and how we go. I applaud the fact that we had a 17 or 18-year-old gentleman who goes to one of our schools, who's working in one of our businesses, who stepped up and did what needed to be done to help save a person's life. That's the best thing I've heard yet for the city of Millville. We're always hearing the negative side. That's a positive. And I too would like to be a part of that committee to help design something for our city. I've worked with several commissioners. several organizations within the city, I'm here. I'm available. And I thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Seeing nobody else, we'll close the public comment of this portion of the meeting, and we'll go to closing comments for commissioners.
Yes, Madam Mayor, I'd like to comment. I also, too, would like to acknowledge Commissioner McQuaid and extend my condolences to him and his family, as well as address Pastor Harris and your comments tonight revolving technology, the Millville Airport, and such. As Director of Public Parks and Property, I do have an envision for this chambers that we're in, but there are certain things that need to be addressed first, such as fixing water leakage issues that happen when it rains sideways here in Millville. Certain offices get wet. But that is something that I would like to take care of, and that, as well as my department head, who's here tonight, knows what I want to see happen in Millville. Maybe if this place is redecorated and changed a little bit, maybe more people sit down and come to our meetings. Yes, I'm 26 years old and I'm a Millville City Commissioner, so I'd like to see more people and young people come out. Politics aren't for everybody. But that being said, involving the city in public events, things, seeing businesses grow is all what we want to see happen. The Millville Airport is a prime opportunity for businesses to come in. And working with the DRBA, there is going to be, hopefully, something happening in the future. I do want to work towards getting businesses in and using of the public property that we have and extending that welcome to our city residents. I believe the mayor can touch on more on technology that we're soon to be developing for the city and in relaying information to that. I would also like to mention a few other things that I missed previously in my announcements, that Walt Whitman Park received a $40,000 grant from the DCA to refurbish its basketball court. The Soldier Board, if you know anybody that has served in the military from Millville, please let my department know to be located on the Hero Board located at Patriot Park. And our senior center is open on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wanda, our senior center director, dishes up some great lunches for low price. Have fun and games and activity every day. I will be visiting the senior center as well very soon. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you.
Pastor Steve, welcome. I want to see you more often. You mentioned third Fridays. Does anybody know what this Friday is? It's third Friday. Myself and the mayor have been up on High Street on third Friday. For what, past 3 months? 4 months, maybe? Nobody's there. Seems like we've given up on third Fridays. We got to fix that. Technology, getting the word out. Myself, I'm not much on technology. Facebook, I'm there, but I stay away from it. Yes, we need to work on it. We have COVID money. We're in the beginning. We have things we have to look at. We have money for infrastructure and such. It's important when we talk about getting people involved. We're going to be bringing back what was the Industrial Commission. But we need some volunteers for that also, because that's going to help us with bringing more business to town. That's going to be able to help this developer that wants to buy this 151 acres of ground, and he will be the developer and the agent for that. That's only going to help all of us. He's fronting the money, and he's going to develop that. We will have control of it. We will have to approve things and stuff. But he's going to be doing part of what you were talking about. Mary, we need help in different things. You're involved with the neighborhood watch and stuff. I'll challenge you. I'll challenge the chief when we sit, because we have sat already. we need to see if we can get that going a little bit more, proactive on that. Cindy, you know, I thank you for what you do. I sat out there in those seats for years. I know what you do. Keep on doing it, you know. And there's really, I don't know, really without the company involvement of the companies that are here, how much we can push advertising them. I have a company that is working, we have a company that's working. I'm going to try and have him come here on, the owner of that company. Now, they're a company from Erie, Pennsylvania. I don't think anybody's ever heard of them. Regal Industries. Anybody ever heard of them? They're out on the Northeast Precast property. I'm pretty sure he'll come here one night for a work session and talk about his business. He's rolling, he's working. I didn't know until I got a letter from the county commissioners that he had sent to them, talking again about things being dropped, the ball being dropped in the prior commission. He had to reach out to the county commissioners, and one reached out to me and sent me his email. I got in touch with him between myself, Commissioner Suey, Mayor Orndorff. It took us a total of about 2.5 weeks. He'd been working since July to try and get an occupancy permit just to finish his small business loan. He has that occupancy permit. We're here for businesses. We are open for business. And we need involvement. We need people to come back. We need residents to come back. We don't need them to talk every time, but bring us thoughts, bring us ideas. We can't do everything. We can sure throw them, if we have to. We get so many thoughts and ideas, and we have to throw them into a paper bag, shake it, and reach in and grab something to go after that. Man, that'd be great. And again, let's remember Commissioner McQuaid with his family loss. Madam Mayor, that's all.
Thank you.
Forward.
So again, you know, I'll repeat what the other says with Bob and Quaid. You know, it's a terrible loss to lose two parents within the space of a week. I can't imagine how he's even coping with that at all. So, you know, condolences to him and his family. You mentioned Oatley. Now, while we haven't advertised Oatley has attracted a lot of attention, and I think that's what's bringing a lot of business inquiries now. As Commissioner Hewitt had mentioned, there have been inquiries that were never passed on to the commission. Again, so we're working on those internal problems. Some of them are not really internal. Some of them are from having economic development outside, lack of communication with the commission. Some are failure of the commissions or people inside to follow through with. We're working on all that. As for the technology, we're redoing the website now. I've talked to the mayor about, and she's talked to me about the other forms of technology, Twitter, TikTok, you know, all the stuff I don't understand or use.
It's like, what?
So, but, you know, one thing we had mentioned, it was like doing little short videos of various projects and various companies, so we can put them on our website or on one of those other platforms, right? So people could see those, and hopefully that gets the word out. So, you know, that's a good idea. We're going to follow through with that. Probably in March, we will be putting out bids for the demolition of the old rescue squad building. Work on the Wheaton demolition plan continues, so that should be done shortly, and we'll be getting that out to bid as soon as we can. Other than that, you know, I will say this is 2 meetings in a row, we've all voted the same, and the first meeting was a record for a commission I sat on that we all voted the same, so with 2, it's pretty nice. It's good to work with a group of people that want to go in the same direction. It makes things a lot easier. I think in the end, you will see the result of that internally to this building as us as directors have our employees all moving in the same direction, not working against each other, not, you know, approaching me to solve a problem there and approaching him to solve a problem here. You know, when we have a great administrator now that is lining all that stuff up. Bringing our attorney in-house is going to be a great asset, not only for our legal matters, but also for our economic development matters, because they are intrinsically linked. So that's going to be a huge help. And so with that, as the old term goes, progress.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. So I'll just start from the top. I definitely, again, want to send my condolences to Mr. McQuaid's family and himself. My heart broke. I looked at my parents. I said, "Don't you dare I couldn't handle that. So I pray for him and his family, and I reached out to him if there's anything that we could do for him, and if anybody knows, please reach out to me. I'm happy to help in any way that I can. Just want to go back to something real quick that Commissioner Romanek mentioned with the I keep saying polar bear plunge, the snowflake plunge, which is our 18th annual. Because this is a Make-A-Wish thing, and I just have a little bit of a soft spot for it since my daughter herself is a Wish kid. We're hoping that we can raise as a city is $5,000. And with that $5,000, the city of Millville will be able to grant a wish to a child that's living with a critical illness. That I have a very close contact with Make-A-Wish because of Bridget's wish being granted. And we verified that those funds would be able to grant a wish. So our hopes that we're able to do that for that. So I hope everybody comes and takes the plunge with us. I don't like the cold, but he convinced me. It's for a good cause. So here you go. Pastor Steve, first of all, thank you again for being here. Thank you for coming out and speaking on many issues. It is time to change our narrative. And we've talked, it's been a week and a half, and social media, our website, marketing, branding, there's a lack of it, a major lack of it. And if you look at our sister city, Vineland, they are on the ball. Their website is on point. They have social media. They're advertising. And thank you to Vineland for advertising because they're running out of space. They are coming to Millville to bring their businesses here. And we're going to continue to bring those businesses that can't go to Vineland because they don't have the space. We do. So because of their advertising and their being aware of the narrative that is out there, social media, we need to follow that as well. It is a process that we have to follow, but we want to get our social media up, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Our website will also mimic those as well. Make sure that we're marketing on LinkedIn, making sure we're marketing our jobs that are available. Something that you said, efficiency. That's something that we've noticed that we have to have a better understanding of the efficiencies and processes within the city. And for myself and the department heads or the directors of our departments, we're meeting with each of our department heads to understand the processes and where we can make them more efficient. Our phone systems are horrible. You cannot call and get a hold of my construction manager, and that's a problem because that could be a business owner calling and saying, I need to know this, and they're not getting that call routed the right way. So that is something that we are taking in a priority to look at and make sure it's resolved. We don't want to miss any more opportunities. What else? I think that's everything that Pastor Harris, you brought up. So we're working on it. It is so much to take on, but we're taking it on, and you're going to see that change. Cindy, thank you for being here. We did miss you over the last couple weeks, but I know you're here all the time. So thank you for your services and everything that you do for our city. It is greatly appreciated, not just by the city here in City Hall, but everybody just appreciates everything that you do. We need more people like you. So I just want to actually let you know, I did get a message today from, where did I put this? Donna. And we are looking into those funds for Cold Blue for you. So I will be reaching back out to her so you can let her know. We'll figure that out for you as well. So since I saw you, I'd let you know. And Mary, I will, if you would, just when you're done seeing me, we'll get your contact information. I'll have Christine reach out to you. I appreciate you both reaching, offering to be a part of the CDBG. Told you I'd mess it up. And, being a part of that committee as well. So I thank you for that. Again, I thank everybody for being here and watching on our YouTube. I appreciate everybody, bringing their comments and concerns. And we look forward to seeing you at the next meeting on February 1st. I hope everybody has a safe travel and safe evening. Stay warm because it's chilly. And that's all I have. Do I have a motion to adjourn?